Have you ever stopped, closed your eyes, and seriously thought about what is happening inside you right now? In this very moment, as you listen to my words, there is an entire world pulsating with life within you. A world the size of the universe, as complex as the galaxies, yet crammed into a space no bigger than your own body. We spend our lives looking outward, contemplating the stars, searching for wonders in the sky, forgetting that the greatest miracle of all lies just beneath our skin, breathing through our lungs. Imagine if you could shrink down, becoming the size of a cell, to see what your eyes cannot see. Only then would you realize that you are not merely a mass of bones and blood, but a magnificent civilization, an organized kingdom, a trained army, and a super-advanced information system working in flawless harmony. Welcome to a journey unlike any you have taken before. A journey inward to the greatest creation of God, the human body. Let us begin with the vital river that sustains this kingdom, blood. Did you know that if you laid out all the blood vessels in your body in a straight line, they would be long enough to wrap around the earth 2.5 times? Yes, inside you is a network of roads spanning approximately 100,000 kilometers. And every second, billions of tiny vehicles, your red blood cells, speed through these roads with frantic pace. These cells possess no nucleus, no mitochondria. They gave up everything to gain more space to carry oxygen. They are delivery trucks dedicated entirely to service, working for only 4 months, before sacrificing themselves to be replaced by others, just to keep you alive. But even stranger is the driver of these vehicles, the heart. This muscle, no larger than the size of your fist, is an engine that never stops. Imagine a car running continuously for 70 or 80 years, without a single break for maintenance or rest. Did you know the heart beats about 100,000 times a day? And that it pumps the equivalent of 7,000 liters of blood daily? It works day and night, with no vacations, no salary, and absolute dedication. If it stops for just a few minutes, the entire kingdom comes to an end. And what is more exciting is that the heart generates its own electricity. Yes, it has a small internal generator that allows it to beat, even if disconnected from the body completely, as long as there is oxygen. It is an independent machine that refuses to die, insisting on life. But have you ever asked yourself, who manages this massive amount of data? Who is the commander-in-chief of this kingdom? We are now inside the supreme control room, the brain. This is where decisions are made, and miracles are crafted. The human brain is the most complex object in the known universe. It consists of approximately 86 billion neurons. To grasp the magnitude of this number, imagine that the number of stars in our Milky Way galaxy does not exceed 200 billion. This means that inside you there is an entire galaxy of active cells. Each of these cells connects to thousands of others, forming a communication network more complex than the entire global internet. At this very moment, as you listen to my voice, your brain is exchanging millions of electrical signals to understand meaning, recall images, and feel emotions. And even more astonishing, this complex device operates on no more than 20 watts of power. The energy of a dim light bulb. If we wanted to build a computer to simulate your brain's capabilities, we would need a nuclear power plant to run it, and a skyscraper to house it. Yet you carry it on your shoulders, and it runs on the simple plug of your food. Did you know that the speed of information transfer in your brain reaches 430 kilometers per hour? That is faster than the fastest race cars in the world. And when you touch something hot, you pull your hand away in less than a split second. Not because you are brave, but because the sensory nerves in your hand sent an urgent message to the spinal cord, which issued an immediate order to withdraw even before your brain knew what happened. Your body is smarter than you think. It has automatic protection systems that precede your very thoughts. Now, let us move to the window of the soul, the eye. This small sphere is a camera so advanced that technology has yet to catch up. The human eye can distinguish between 10 million different colors. Yes, 10 million colors. And it does this under completely variable lighting conditions, from the scorching glare of the sun to the pitch black of night. Strangely, the eye sees things upside down. Yes, the image entering your eye hits the retina inverted. But your brain, that genius processor, flips the image and corrects it in a split second, so you see it as it is. Who taught the brain to do that? And who programmed it with such precision? We see the world with our eyes, but we rarely see the eye itself. Let us not forget the ear, this amazing sound station. Inside your inner ear, there is fluid and thousands of microscopic hairs that move with sound waves. It is a very precise piano, capable of distinguishing the difference between the sound of a falling leaf and a car. Stranger still, your ear is responsible for your balance. That dizziness you feel when spinning is proof of the precision of the balance system in your ear, which always tells you where the sky is and where the earth is, even if you close your eyes. But have you thought about how you protect yourself from invaders? How does your kingdom defend itself? We do not live in a sterile world. The air we breathe, the food we eat, and the things we touch all carry millions of germs and viruses that want to invade your body. But you have an invincible army, the immune system. Imagine your body is a fortified city, and when a virus attacks, random soldiers are not sent. Instead, commandos, specialized white blood cells, are dispatched. They sense the enemy, analyze its genetic code, and then manufacture a specific weapon programmed to eliminate it without harming a single healthy cell in your body. And they never forget. Immediately after victory, memory cells keep the ID card of that virus. If it tries to attack you again 20 years later, it will find your army ready and will pounce on it instantly before you even feel sick. It is a smart security system we do not appreciate enough. But how did this miraculous body begin? How was it built? Let us go back in time a little. When you were just a tiny dot invisible to the naked eye. A single cell. From this one cell, the universe divided. It split to give 2, then 4, then 8. These divisions were not random. They followed a precise engineering map stored in a very thin strip inside the nucleus of every cell, called DNA. Did you know that if you stretch the DNA in just one cell, it would be 2 meters long? And in your body, there are trillions of cells. This means you possess a genetic cord inside you long enough to go to the sun and back several times. Every detail in you, the color of your eyes, the shape of your nose, your intelligence, your mood, was written in this secret code from the very first moment. It is a massive library of information that, if transcribed into books, would fill shelves extending from the earth to the moon. Let us breathe deeply. The air entering your nose now begins a journey through a strange maze. The lungs are not just air sacs. They are an inverted tree made of 300 million tiny air sacs called alveoli. Did you know if these alveoli were spread out, they would cover the area of a whole football field? A vast area for oxygen exchange taking place in your chest. Even more exciting, your nose is not just a passageway for air. It is a purification and treatment station. The tiny hairs inside act as filters to stop dust, mucus traps germs, and warm capillaries heat the cold air before it reaches the lung. A fully integrated air conditioning and purification unit that comes free with your birth. And now, let us talk about the energy factories. The stomach, that acidic sac. The acid in your stomach is so strong, it is capable of dissolving a razor blade. Yet it does not dissolve your stomach wall. Why? Because the stomach lining is coated with a mucus layer that renews every 3 days. If this constant renewal did not happen, your body would digest itself from the inside. The food you eat goes through a long, complex journey, where every useful atom is extracted and converted into energy to build your cells. And the small intestine, that long tube? If stretched out, it would be 6 meters long, and its walls are not smooth. They are filled with protrusions that increase the absorption surface area to equal the size of a tennis court. All this, your body benefits from every bite you eat. We cannot overlook the liver, that massive chemical factory weighing 1.5 kilograms. The liver performs over 500 different functions simultaneously. It purifies the blood of toxins, stores vitamins, regulates sugar levels, and produces bile for digestion. It is the worker that never sleeps, the engineer that never makes a mistake. And if you cut a piece of the liver, it grows back. Yes, it is the only internal organ capable of self-regeneration. However, the liver does not stand guard alone in this biological metropolis. Beside it work the kidneys, the silent custodians of your internal ocean. These 2 fist-sized organs are master chemists, processing nearly 180 liters of blood every single day. That is equivalent to filtering your entire blood supply about 40 times a day. They act as high-precision sieves, meticulously sifting out toxins, excess salts, and waste products, while simultaneously deciding exactly how much water to keep or expel to maintain the perfect balance of hydration. It is a relentless cycle of purification. If they stopped for even a moment, your blood would turn into a toxic swamp within hours. And while these internal engines hum with activity, your skeletal frame, the steel beams of this skyscraper, endures the constant pressure of gravity. Your bones are constantly remodeling themselves, dissolving old tissue and laying down new calcium bridges in a microscopic dance of construction that defies the wear and tear of your daily movements. This colossal effort, this endless expenditure of energy and processing power, accumulates throughout the day. The machines heat up, the waste bins fill, and the system begins to bear the weight of its own productivity. It becomes clear that such a high-performance engine cannot run indefinitely without a pause. The machinery eventually demands a shutdown, not to end the work, but to prepare for the dawn of a new day. At night, when you sleep, your body does not stop working. The night maintenance crew begins its shift. Your body secretes growth hormones to repair damaged tissues, arranges memories in the brain, and the lymphatic system cleans the waste that accumulated throughout the day. Your sleep is not merely an absence of consciousness, it is a comprehensive maintenance workshop to prepare you for a new day. After this brief tour, has your perspective on yourself changed? We spend our lives searching for happiness on the outside, looking for appreciation from people, looking for beauty in mirrors and fashion, forgetting that true beauty, true order, and true technology are all within us. You are not an ordinary body. You are a miracle, walking on two legs. You are a moving university, an advanced factory, and an amazing entity. Every cell in your body glorifies its creator and works by his command. The precise balance in your temperature, blood pressure, sugar levels, and heartbeats are all infallible signs. If a single percentage deviated, your life would collapse. But they remain constant, thanks to the will of the one whom nothing on earth or in the heavens can overpower. Therefore, I want you to stand before the mirror today and look at yourself with a new lens. Look at your eyes and remember the camera that distinguishes 10 million colors. Look at your hand and remember the network of blood vessels that wraps around the earth. Look at your chest and remember the heart that has not stopped working for you for a single moment. Look at this body and thank the one who granted it to you. Thank God for this blessing that cannot be counted or measured. And next time you feel weak or that you are small in this vast universe, remember that you are a universe unto yourself. You are the greatest thing God has created. You are a miracle. And in yourselves then, do you not see?